Hello and welcome to the Unit 1 Section 7 video on word problems. So when we talk about word problems, we're talking about more real-life situations where we have some sort of algebra problem that we're going to solve. Now, to do this, you're going to need to look for keywords that indicate the operations being performed. You'll need to identify the variable. What are you trying to find? What do we not know? And then we're going to write an equation that models the situation. And then we'll solve it from there. So let's review over some of the key words that we look for when we're talking about addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So you remember from the last unit we talked about keywords for addition, and those keywords can be several things. So keywords for addition can include things such as the sum of, also increased by, plus, more than, added to, and the total of. Okay, all of these are words that can be used when we're referring to addition. Okay, what about subtraction? Well, we have phrases such as the difference of, decreased by, minus, less than, or subtracted from. For multiplication, our list is a little bit shorter, but not significantly so. We have phrases such as the product of, multiplied by, and times. And then for division, we have the quotient of, as well as divided by, and the ratio of. So this is just a reminder of words that we use when we're trying to talk about different operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Keep these phrases in mind because you'll be seeing some of these as we do some of the following examples. So let's get into some examples. We're going to write and solve an equation that models each of the following scenarios. So for this first one, you and your friends go to Grumpy Monk and you split the bill equally. Each person owed $13.75. This includes the tax and tip. How much was the bill including the tip? So what do we not know? We don't know what the total bill is. So from here we're going to come up with an equation. Well, the total bill is what we don't know. That's our x, and we know that we split it amongst 4 people, so we divided it amongst 4 people. And the total bill, well, when we divided amongst 4 people, it was $13.75. So to solve this, we're going to multiply each side by 4. Our 4's cancel on this side, so we get x here, and we multiply $13.75 by 4, we get x equals 55. So remember, a word problem will require a word answer. And that word answer is going to be a short sentence giving us some context, and it doesn't have to be long. You can just say the total bill was $55. That's all you got to say. All right, the cost for Hulu Live for 6 months is $449.94. How much does Hulu cost per month? So we are going to first identify what our unknown is. What is our x? Well, we want to know how much it costs per month. So the cost per month is going to be our x. So now we're going to set up an equation. Well, we know if we multiply the cost per month by the 6 months that we have it, it's going to give us a total of $449. In fact, we'll leave the units off for now. $449.94. So if we divide each side by 6, that's going to give us our value, which is $74.99. So to put it in context, for our answer, our solution is the cost per month is $74.99. All right, next page, we've got a few more examples. Vanessa made 200 brownies last week. She made 8 more than 4 times the amount she made last week. How many brownies did she make last week? Okay, so there is an adjustment that needs to be made to this problem. So let's see. Let's change this last to this. So instead of last here, let's say she made 200 brownies this week. Okay, because our unknown is how many brownies she made last week. So we're going to put everything in context of that. So she made 8 more than 4 times the amount she made last week. So she made 4 times the amount she made last week. So that's 4 times x, that's multiplication. And she made 8 more than that, so we're adding 8, and that gives us the amount she made this week, which is 200. So now we're going to solve for x to find out how many she made last week. So we subtract 8 from each side, that gives us 4x equals 192. And then we divide by 4, and that gives us x equals 48. And so our solution, remember, word problem needs a word answer, is that she made 48 brownies last week. Matthew brought $45 on a field trip to the zoo. He spent $30 on souvenirs and bought 5 slices of pizza. If he spent all of his money, how much was each slice of pizza? So we are going to make our unknown the price per slice of pizza. Well, we know that he bought 5 slices and at an X cost per slice. So 5 times whatever the cost was for the pizza. He also spent $30 on souvenirs. That was separate from the pizza. And he spent a total of $45. So we're going to subtract 30 from each side. That gives us 5x equals 15. And then we're going to divide each side by 5. And so x equals 3. But remember, we're not done here. Because x equals 3, great. What does that mean? We're doing a word problem. We need context. So each slice costs $3. Again, your word solution does not have to be long, just enough to give us context. Okay, Carolina Forest High School has 2,430 students. CFHS has 850 more students than Myrtle Beach. How many students are at Myrtle Beach? Okay, so we're going to let X be the number of students at Myrtle Beach. So, number of students at Myrtle Beach High School. And we're going to solve it by making X our number of students at Myrtle Beach High School. you have to add 850 to that number to get the total that we have at Carolina Forest. And then we subtract 850 from each side to solve the equation. And we get x equals 1,580. So our solution is, because remember, we always have to put it in context, there are 1,580 students at Myrtle Beach High School. Okay, Planet Fitness charges a membership fee of $21.95 per month plus a $40 sign-up fee. After how many months would it cost $215.60 in total? So we're going to let our x be the number of months that we have the membership, and we're going to set up our equation by taking our membership fee, which is $21.95, and multiplying it by the number of months that we have our membership. But on top of that, we had the one-time cost of a $40 sign-up fee, so we add 40, and we have spent a total so far of $215.60. So from here, we're going to subtract 40 from each side. That's the one-time sign-up fee. And that's going to give us $175.60. And so now we're going to divide each side by $21.95 to find out how many months we've been paying. And when you put that in your calculator, you get 8. So we come down here, we do our solution. It would, let's see, after how many months? So let's see, the membership has been for 8 months. Again, just something that gives you context for the answer, for the solution. Okay, number 7. Mary rents a car for a day. The charge is $18, and that's a one-time charge, and then it's 12 cents per mile. She wants to spend exactly $30. How many miles can she drive? So we're going to let x be the number of miles. And for our equation, we're going to set it up like this. And you'll probably notice that we are starting to see some themes. So we're going so many miles, so it costs 12 cents per mile, so 0.12 times the number of miles we go, plus the one-time fee of $18, and she only wants to spend $30. So we're going to subtract 18 from each side. That gives us 0.12x equals 12. And then we're going to divide each side by 0.12. Put that into your calculator, and you're going to find x equals 100. So our solution to this, because remember we need a word solution, Mary can go 100 miles. Jason is collecting shark teeth from the beach. He starts with 17 pieces in his collection and adds 9 pieces per day. How many days will it take for him to have 224 pieces? So here we are going to let x be the number of days, and then we're going to set it up. He starts with 17 pieces, so let's go ahead and put 17. That's what he starts with. And then he collects 9 pieces per day for so many days. So 9 times x. And he's going to get a total of 224. So if we subtract 17 from each side to solve this, that gives us 9x equals 207. And then we divide each side by 9, and that gives us x equals 23. So again, the word solution does not have to be anything fancy. It will take him 23 days. If you want to add more and say it will take him 23 days to collect 224 pieces, you can, but we just need enough to get some context. All right, last two examples. Mac Miller wants to buy a bicycle that costs $129. This is $24 more than 3 times what he saved last month. How much did he save last month? So we're going to start by identifying what our unknown is, and that is how much was saved last month. Okay? And then from here, we are going to set up our equation. So 3 times what he saved last month, that's multiplication, so that's 3x. And it was $24 more than that, so plus 24 equals the cost of the bicycle, $129. So now, we're going to solve this equation. We subtract 24 from each side. That gives us 3x equals 105. Divide each side by 3. And x is going to be 35. And so we'll come down here and we'll write our solution. He saved $35 last month. And then the last example. Emma Chamberlain made 20 muffins. She put them into 3 boxes and had 2 left over. How many are in each box if each box contains the same amount? So for this one, we want to know the number in each box. Okay, so we're going to set up our equation with that. So we know that she put them into 3 boxes and they were evenly divided amongst those 3 boxes. Okay, so however many is in each box times the 3 boxes. But she had 2 left over when she did that, so plus 2. And she made a total of 20 muffins. So we're going to solve this. Subtract 2 from each side, you get 3x equals 18. And then you divide by 3, and you're left with x equals 6. So our word solution here is going to be, there are 6 muffins in each box. And that concludes this section and the unit.